The Thursday Murder Club has finally made its debut on Netflix, and within just 24 hours of release, fans are already buzzing about the sequel, The Man Who Died Twice. So, let's dive into it. The film is directed by none other than Chris Columbus, yes, the same filmmaker behind Home Alone and the first two Harry Potter movies. Right from the start, his signature style is visible in the storytelling. The screenplay is written by Katie Brand and Suzanne Heathcote, who've managed to capture the charm of Richard Osman's original book while shaping a cinematic story that stands tall on its own. And the cast? Truly stacked. We're talking about Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley, and Celia Imrie leading the film. Just imagine these legends sharing the screen, it's already worth watching for that alone. The story kicks off with Joyce Metcalf, played by Celia Imrie, moving into a luxury retirement community called Cooper's Chase. By pure accident, Joyce stumbles upon a meeting of a quirky little circle known as the Thursday Murder Club. This unusual group spends their afternoons digging into unsolved cold cases, purely for the thrill of it. The club is led by Elizabeth, Helen Mirren, who was once a spy. Alongside her is Ron, Pierce Brosnan, a former union leader, and Ibrahim, Ben Kingsley, a retired psychiatrist. Together, the group not only revisits old mysteries but soon finds themselves tackling a brand new one, after their facility manager is shockingly murdered. Of course, compared to Richard Osman's book, the movie makes a few changes. Some side plots are trimmed or altered to fit the 2-hour runtime, and naturally, having Helen, Pierce, and Ben sharing scenes adds a unique sparkle. The novel leaned more into backstories and quieter character moments, while the movie sharpens the focus on pacing and mystery to keep it cinematic. But what's really refreshing is that the adaptation doesn't lose the charm of showcasing older characters as heroes. It's rare to see retirees solving crimes, outsmarting everyone, and enjoying the spotlight, and that heart of the story remains intact in the movie. With all this in place, the excitement for the sequel The Man Who Died Twice is already sky high. The good news is that since the films are based on Richard Osman's books, we already know the foundation of what's coming next. The sequel, titled The Man Who Died Twice, picks up after the group's first big adventure, when life at Cooper's Chase seems to have calmed down. But of course, trouble never stays away for long when it comes to these quirky sleuths. The inciting moment arrives when Elizabeth receives a letter from someone out of her past, her ex-husband, Douglas Middlemiss. Douglas isn't just any acquaintance, he's a former MI5 agent. But now, he's on the run. Why? Because he's stolen $20 million worth of diamonds from the mafia, and dangerous people are hunting him down. Douglas believes he pulled off a clever trick, but it's quickly backfiring, and in desperation, he turns to Elizabeth for help. This immediately pulls her back into the world of espionage, and naturally, it drags the entire Thursday Murder Club along with her into another dangerous mystery. But while Elizabeth deals with Douglas, something heartbreaking happens closer to home. On what should have been a normal day out, Ibrahim is attacked by a group of local teenagers. They knock him down, steal his phone, and leave him badly shaken, both physically and emotionally. For a while, Ibrahim loses confidence and even fears stepping outside his home. This moment will hit hard, but it also pushes the Thursday Murder Club into action. They decide they cannot let the teenagers get away with it, so they start plotting their own unique form of justice. Meanwhile, Douglas confesses that the mafia is hot on his trail. He claims his life is at risk if he doesn't return the diamonds, but Elizabeth knows better. She's suspicious from the very beginning, sensing he isn't telling her the full story. And she's right. Because soon after reconnecting with him, Douglas is found dead in his safe house, alongside his new handler, Poppy. But here's the twist, his death doesn't feel like a simple execution. There are too many unanswered questions. Where did the diamonds go? Who really killed Douglas? And can Elizabeth trust anything about her ex-husband's past? While Elizabeth is wrestling with the mystery of Douglas's death, Joyce continues to shine as the heart of the group. Through her witty diary entries, we see a lighter, more humorous lens on the chaos. She notices small details others miss, and in this sequel, her curiosity about the missing diamonds adds a playful yet crucial angle to the investigation. As the plot unfolds, the Thursday Murder Club finds themselves up against a ruthless mafia boss who wants the diamonds back at any cost. Suddenly, the stakes are far higher than in their first case. Yes, the group may be clever and resourceful, but now they're facing professional killers, making the tension far more dangerous and thrilling. And here's the exciting part, rumors suggest that Hugh Grant could take on the role of Douglas Middlemiss, Elizabeth's ex-husband. If true, it's a brilliant casting choice. Hugh Grant's charm and layered performances make him a perfect fit for a character who's both suspicious and charismatic. Now, about the timeline. Since the first film just released on Netflix, the sequel is expected to enter production in early 2026, with a potential release date in late 2026. Of course, fans are hoping Netflix confirms the sequel sooner rather than later. One thing is certain, the story only gets better from here, and fans of both the books and the first movie have a lot to look forward to. So, what do you think about Hugh Grant possibly joining the cast? And are you excited to see the Thursday Murder Club take on the mafia in their next adventure?